Perfect.
You are moving way too much.
My caffeine set in. I had like 4 bags of green tea. I was about to say something else. I am very, very elated right now.
I can tell she's cheesing. The dimples are out. Everything is going. I don't know what's
These
going on.
people
Right
don't
now.
know I have dimples. Shut up.
Well, they know now. What's up, guys?
Y'all be a lie.
Welcome back to the Mind of Monty podcast. It's your boy, Monty G, here. I'm going to start this off straight up with a promo. Follow us on Twitter at Mind Monty Pod. It's Mind Monty Podcast. Please follow us on Twitter. I'm going to be sending out the show links and making all types of wrestling related posts, sports, whatever I think of at the time. It all depends. But we have an account set up, so just follow it and let me know. You can send your questions there, too. If the email address hasn't been working for you. But if not, you maybe not. Maybe you don't have that many questions, and that's fine. I get it. What are you saying? Or
you refuse to check the email address.
They don't know that.
All right, now they do.
Not funny. Anyway, welcome back, and we're going to go into our rundown of Friday Night SmackDown. It's Friday night again. Friday Night SmackDown and Monday Night Raw. All right, so you want to know, do you want to know what Friday Night SmackDown was about? Friday Night SmackDown was very straightforward.
Very.
From the beginning of the show, it was pretty much guaranteed what most of the show was going to be about.
Yeah, it was the Undertaker show. It's the Undertaker year, I guess. We'll see how far these little facts go because they even carried it over to
Raw. Yeah. Had the same little package, and I don't know. Maybe they're trying to pad time. I think it had a lot to do with the headlines we all heard about the COVID and stuff. Probably they were waiting on Tess to come back or whatever the situation is, but. Yeah, man. Interesting show. Even the live action part, the little match we got with Jeff and Baron Corbin, or in the promo that Baron Corbin got to lay. As a matter of fact, he did a great heel promo. Not only was it great, but it was very, very disrespectful. And he got it off. He did his promo, and the only thing we had that was substantial on this show that wasn't related to the Undertaker was a tag team match. I think the New Day. And Lucha House Party versus I don't know the other two the heel tag teams. Who are the heel tag teams? I don't even remember.
Shinsuke and Cesaro.
Okay, Shinsuke and Cesaro. I'm trying to remember who else.
Was it Miz and Morrison?
That's who I really wanted to make sure. I knew Shinsuke. That just show y'all how much of a blur that whole thing was. It felt like a house show. I think I saw people tweeting about that, like SmackDown being like a house show. It really was like a house show. Like the baby faces won, prevail. Thank you, Taker chants throughout the night. Video package.
Oh, you forgot about the women's #1 contendership.
Did they do that?
They did that Friday.
Oh, yeah, they did. Nikki Cross won. That was a fatal 4-way, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they did have 3 matches. I do not remember them sneaking 3 matches on there.
It was Miz and Morrison.
It didn't feel like it. Okay, so Miz and Morrison was there too. So cool. Just like I figured. Okay, so 2 things that had nothing to do with the Undertaker, but the rest of the show did. So thank you for correcting me on that. And I'm glad we got that together. Nikki Cross is your #1 contender for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Yay for her. But I saw an interesting stat on Twitter. Shout out to one of my dudes I just followed. He dropped these stats. I don't know your name yet. I will pull it up if I wanted to right now, but I'm doing something else. So whoever you are, if you listen to this show, you know who you are because you had a dope stat. Nikki Cross ain't won a title match across all brands. She's like 0-12.
Yeah, she's never won a title match.
She's lost every one.
Well, except for a singles title.
I'm not talking about the tag belt. So I meant one-on-one. That's what you're right. Singles title. Let me include that.
Perfect.
But NXT Women's Championship. I don't know if she ever tried the NXT UK one, but whatever. Either way it go, every time she in a one-on-one match or a straight up match for the women's title, she has not prevailed. Interesting stat. Will Extreme Rules be her time?
Extreme Rules, the horror show.
All right, the horror show. I don't know why it's called. They haven't even clarified why it's called that yet.
Because it's the horror show that is Extreme Rules.
That's not clarification.
Expect blood and gore.
Okay.
I have very low expectations for this.
I don't know why it's called that, but hey, whatever. I mean, I was kind of getting tired of the same old red logo every year with the X, the Extreme Rules, the same red logo.
But
I guess I was kind of tired of that.
But now I'm disgusted because it's like purple and neon yellow, green. It's disgusting. That banner.
I don't know why they're trying to be horror or scary in July.
There's nothing. Scary.
It has been a scary year.
That's fair.
That's fair. Let's go. What's next? Oh, we're going into Raw, right?
Yeah, we're going into Raw. So a lot of things happened, y'all. The show opened up a little confusingly with a brawl going on between Asuka and.
First time ever I've ever seen them just start off the show with people fighting
with no context, no
but
entrances.
You got it at some point. Whatever. I like I said, they were trying to do something creative.
Then Drew and them walked out, and contract signing commenced.
And as far as contract signings go, we've seen them a billion times. So they're going to end up fighting. So I kind of like this one. It was simple and to the point. They got their promos in, mostly Drew and Dolph. Sasha said what she had to say, and then it was time to fight. Sasha stamped her contract like a G. It was cool. But like I said, we all know what to expect. I kind of like them going ahead and doing the women's with them because, like I said, we know what's coming.
Right.
So let's
it can get
what's the point of doing the same segment
twice,
like in a different hour, right?
Yeah.
Like what you was gonna do? One press conference. I mean, one signing they don't fight, and the other signing they fight. Like we expect. Like what you expect. Right. But anyway, they've done it to death, but this one was okay to me.
I don't know. Give me a press conference now. I want to see a press conference.
WWE has never went down that route.
But they doing other things. They basically had a cage match on.
But then again, I know now you shouldn't have said that because now the AEW, the people who are very, very biased towards AEW, and they exist. Trust me, I've been down the rabbit hole of Twitter, of wrestling Twitter, and it's some diehard AEW people out there, and they're definitely gonna call out WWE if they do a press conference after Cody and Jake just.
Oh well, mind your business. If you ain't watching, you ain't watching. It don't matter. Next,
WWE probably will never do a press conference.
They definitely won't ever do that, but one can be hopeful, right?
I think the last thing Vince wants is to be compared to sports.
That's true, because then he'd have to pay all these other ridiculous fines and.
Yeah, he don't even want to make it look like a sport.
We are choreographed.
This is entertainment.
And cinematic. Not that I haven't.
They are superstars.
Sure. That's why they all go into Hollywood.
It is what it is. I don't want to sound condescending because, I like it. I still watch, so I'm not one of those guys.
It's thoroughly entertaining. Like, as we continue down the rest of this card, whatever, you'll see that we were thoroughly enjoyed. So, first of all, let's just say, with Becky gone with Charlotte, with Becky gone with Charlotte leaving to get surgery and things, Sasha Banks and Bayley have been very, very entertaining. Like, Bayley's character right now, the obnoxious. What is that laugh? She laughed so hard, like the artery on the side of her neck just like popped out.
Yeah, she's having fun. Like everybody knows, like most of the time when you've been playing babyface for a long time, when you finally get to let loose and just be able to do whatever you want as a heel and just be whatever, annoying times 10. It was the same thing you seen when Sami Zayn turned heel. It's the same thing you see with any time, in my opinion, it's been successfully done. And Bayley, like you said, both of them, like Sasha, in my opinion, was always great as a heel. But I think Bayley is surprising people because, I remember at a time where people whose wrestling opinion I appreciate didn't think she could even play the heel character or whatever. And to see what she's doing now and how much fun she's having with it, and like you said, everything, to the obnoxious laugh, to the way she says things, to how she's just better than everybody. She's beating everyone. It's great. It works, and they have booked her well enough, or at least she's come out on top enough for it to be like, okay, I can get behind this, And I also like how the more people start to try to compare her character to Britt Baker, they both seem like totally different characters to me. Oh, like they're obnoxious. They're both obnoxious. They are both role models. But Bailey's is more in a I'm the best. I'm better than you in that type of way. And Britt's is in more of a like I'm your role model as a dentist, as someone
emulate me
with status. Like, yeah, be like me. Like I'm using her status to be like me. Bailey is kind of shied away from the role model part to more of a like I'm the best, and I'm gonna let you know I'm the best. And I think going back and forth with Michael Cole helped too because that having her on commentary. I think WWE feel like they hit a gold mine with having her on commentary because every week. Whether it was the other week with just her and Sasha, or whether it was like every show, they're in there. So they're definitely stepping in that role. And this is the run. Like I said, this is the initial run. It probably wasn't going to be exactly like this because they were babyface at the time, but we wanted Sasha and Bayley to have this run. Exactly. Like this is kind of like WWE making up for the way that ended. The other one ended with the Iconics. And, kind of making up for that Raw deal they kind of did to tag team belts. And I don't know if the pandemic making them do it or not, but either way it goes, those girls have been must-see TV, and I've enjoyed, like you said, every time they out there, every time Sasha music hit, because I think Sasha always first and then Bayley come out. Yeah. So every time Sasha music hits and Bayley's coming, I already know I'm going to enjoy something. She's going to say something, do something. Same thing with Sasha. And Sasha's always been great at the heel work, and then ring work. So it's just like, it's all coming together perfectly.
Oh, yeah. Then we had a beautiful sighting of the Iconics.
Yeah, they're doing great with these like newer takes on their characters. Like they were like I've been saying, they were hilarious for a while, and now they just seem to be like this is the first time I ever seen them like bully.
They're cutthroat,
right?
Like, dang, I felt bad. I knew it wasn't like they didn't really feel like that, but dang, I felt it. I felt that.
Yeah, they did well.
They call her weird.
They did call her weird, a loner. And if you paid attention to NXT back when all these girls were down there, I think they have some history.
They do. They do.
I think they have history of kind of doing this. But I love Ruby showing. I love them allowing her to show the character that we all know is there. Like anyone who's been keeping up with Ruby or know her, like that's why she was the voice of her faction. Like she has character, or like she has something now, even though WWE don't use it, in my opinion.
It's the tattoos.
And maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Either way it goes, she's like 0-11 now after losing last night to Peyton. And by the way, like I said, Peyton Royce, we just talked about their character work. The Iconics are way better in the ring. Not only did I see it in the couple of tag matches they've been in, but also Peyton Royce last night, was just bringing out nice moves. Everything looked good in the ring. I love the new finish, if that's what you're going to be going with now. Also, so it's just cool. I remember that first run with the tag belts. They weren't even having long matches. They would just come out with the belts, talk, and then fight jobbers or whatever the situation was. Exactly. Like they wouldn't even have competitive matches. So I couldn't even tell you what the Iconics can do. But now that they're getting more time and they're going out here and I'm just glad they're back, and I'm happy to see what they can do, because that's like I've been saying from day one. Like Sasha and Bayley are one thing, but Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, that's like the legit team of that division. Like they could be like 30-time tag champions.
They will never,
if they wanted to. Like they shouldn't ever split up.
Exactly, they will never.
They've been together forever. And when they do split up, it's gonna be like, that's why I think they need to be together a long time, win a lot of belts together, and just be iconic. And then that's when you split them up. Like they've done everything they can do together, 10-time champions, whatever you want to do. Like just make them that iconic, and then you can split them up, and it's gonna mean so much at the right time. Like that's what I'm saying. WWE, I don't mind them splitting up the Riot Squad, Mandy and Sonya, whatever it is, but you got to get the most out of it. Yeah. In my opinion, and they don't do a good job of that. They just give up and just be like, "We scrapping this. We don't care no more."
See, that was my whole issue, and I hate to harp back on SmackDown, but my whole issue with the Mandy and Sonya separation was that after that they weren't doing anything. Like none of them had any pursuit for a single title after that.
Right, exactly. Even now, like I don't like Mandy's not going for anything. Sonya is so obsessed with Mandy, like you know what I mean. Even though she didn't beat her already. Now she's like, nobody's like, what are their aspirations? Like, they didn't go for the tag titles much when they were together, and now they up. Right. They don't do the individual belts much. Like, I understand trying to keep Sonya away from Bayley, though, from that retrospect, maybe, because they're both running heel right now, but still, you know, I don't know. It's just like you said, everybody's motives or whatever don't really align, or it don't make as much sense as it could.
Right.
Especially, and when you split up teams, especially the Riot Squad, again, I want to bring up, because I don't really think they obviously don't know what they want to do with Liv or Ruby. If I'm not saying I got a problem with them getting back together. That's fine. I just don't understand why you broke them up when she came back in the first place. They could have been running as a team this whole time. You would have had more bodies for Asuka and Kyrie to defend against when they had them. And whatever, you know, just more another team. You would have another team already together. Didn't even have to split them up. And again, when Ruby do turn on her, instead of making her turn on her on the first night, you know what I mean? Make her turn on her after they triumph and win belts or something,
right?
Or something like anything would be better than just doing it and then nothing come of it, and then we're like, y'all get back together or whatever it is. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Either way, what's next? Nice to see Ruby. I can't wait to see what's next. I want them to keep involving. That's the one thing about Charlotte being out. I feel like we're gonna get to see a lot more of those people that we've been calling for.
Oh yeah. What else? It was something I want to say about Ruby. I'm loving the green hair. At first, I was a little concerned, just from like a hair dye stan. I was like, oh my god, like going from black roots to red and red tips to like green hair, that's a problem. But nevertheless, I enjoyed seeing her. I didn't
understand none of that, but okay, go ahead.
It wasn't for you to understand.
I get it. Sorry. No, I know. I just want to include. I just want to let it, if anybody else was lost by it, I'm with y'all. That's all.
Anyway, we love her. Weeks ago, it was rumored that we would have a faction between Apollo Crews, Cedric Alexander, and MVP, I think, or Apollo Crews and MVP, and then a couple other people that me and you speculated.
Yeah.
Turns out we got sort of a faction, but they're not heel.
Nothing has been confirmed either way at this point.
Exactly, but they're not heel. You've got Richard O'Shea.
That was bad.
Hey, I didn't come up with it. You've got Ced the Entertainer, and you got Apollo the Cat.
And I told you, Cedric actually said the Entertainer. That's fine. Are you not gonna give R-Truth? R-Truth not in there. He just there. He just around.
He just there. He just there to pop in and out talking about ninjas. Oh my God, was Cedric Alexander and Ricochet under the masks as ninjas?
No.
Are you sure? They were skinny. They weren't muscular enough.
No, I don't think so. Plus, Ced can't do a spot without having to do his flipping to the ropes kick.
One of
the ninjas would have definitely had to do that. Like, how you gonna be a ninja and not do that flip kick?
Exactly.
It's dope.
They too athletic to be those ninjas. Anyway, they're
nice to see them again. We got a Ricochet sighting. Said too. Yeah, I can't believe they exist. They're still alive. Thank goodness.
Pretty. Ricky. Okay, go ahead.
Oh God. I need to record that in one of these buttons. Just that one line. Pretty Ricky. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna figure it out. I know how.
Splice it in.
No, it's a way that I can just change the sound that's on here.
Yeah.
And put it. But the problem is, I don't own
it. That cricket sound gotta go. I'm tired of you giving it to me. Bruh.
Anyway, sorry you guys. Let's go.
So Apollo Crews had a match against MVP. Didn't Apollo lose?
Yes, he lost.
So somewhere down the line, MVP
was distracted by Bobby
shot.
Lashley, but yeah, definitely
distracted.
Definitely, MVP will be getting. I actually thought they were heading towards the Bobby versus Apollo, but I guess they trying to avoid that. But it looked like MVP will definitely be getting a title shot. I was hoping Apollo Crews would kind of join up with MVP, and it would be like a nice heel faction. But whatever, we'll see. I don't know. I don't even know if we can consider Cedric and them a little faction. They just associates at this point until we get something confirmed, a name or something. Because, that's when I realized WWE all in with making somebody a team. We also noticed Austin Theory disappeared from television.
Yes.
Just a side note. I just wanted to say that. I ain't got nothing else to say about it because I don't know nothing else. But I just want to say he disappeared from his faction. So,
speaking of Austin Theory,
but yeah, go ahead into it because I think that's it. As much as I'm excited to see. Oh, by the way, MVP, you've been killing it. I think I said it last week. I'm gonna say it again. Another great promo. I love how when you go back to the hood, they ask, can they be like you? And you tell them, no, there's only one MVP. You can't be like me. But I can inspire you. I know so many people like that. That's what make me hilarious. But anyway.
Bit of advice. I don't know. I don't like to delve in folks' personal life. But Bobby Lashley, Apollo Crews. I'm just calling you Apollo. You ain't got no last name no more. Apollo. Bruh. Can you tone down the body oil a little bit?
Really?
Yes. This bothered me while watching them. Like it was cringeworthy the amount of body oil Apollo Crews had on. Like, why are you oiling your thighs?
Hey, you can't do me like that, man.
You got oil all the way up to the top of your knee pads?
No, you can't do me like that. Because in 2012 or 2011, Randy Orton was way too slick. And people let that slide. He was very tan, slick, and he ain't had no hair. It ain't look right.
It didn't look right.
It didn't look right. I'm glad he was playing a crazy character. Because, he looked crazy. He looked very crazy.
Also, Bob, you already sweat enough. You don't need the extra slick, bro.
By the way, man, shout out to Bobby for just getting color, and I don't never get to see how when he beat the ear. I never get to see how. Right, it is the hard way, but I never get to see how when the ear started bleeding. He was gushing blood though. It was kind of scary. Like, I didn't know how he it was fast because he was covered before you knew it, and I was just like, what?
They could have wiped him off.
It wasn't that long of a match, but that was a nice match between him and Ricochet. It's always good to see Trevor.
Also, Trevor stopped wearing them shorts. Every time you wear them shorts.
Every time he wears the shorts,
I know you're going to lose. It was that one time where you tricked me and you was like, I'm wearing the shorts, but I won. But ever since that one match, you've always lost wearing them shorts. So stop it.
I'm just happy. I think we all just happy on television. Round of applause for them being back on television. We need Mr. Swole.
They don't have no bodies.
Hold up. How they work? Big Swole or what it said? Because he's swole.
Bigger Swole?
No, it just said the Entertainer. I'm going back with it. Said the Entertainer and Big Swole. We need.
Anyway.
Man. Speaking of Big Swole, I cannot wait. Britt Baker, I need her to heal.
I do too.
She need to get this smoke. I know this ain't the AEW show.
This ain't the time or the place for that.
This ain't the AEW show, but she need to get that smoke. But anyway, let's go.
Zelina Vega and the boys is what I put on my sheet. They're still in that dissension mode. I love when Andrade was like, "This is my moment."
This is my moment. First of all, that was stupid. That was the wrong time to pick to be your moment. Why you want the Big Show match to be your moment, Andrade? You should have chose a better time. That's all. It wasn't the best choice. Also, I love how in the first match when he walked off, first of all, he told Andrade, "Oh, you didn't want to tag me." It did. I said, Andrade told Andrade. Andrade told Angel, "Oh, so
he no tag.
Ain't no tag. He no tag me in." Then you go to Zelina, and what he said was so hilarious. He was so afraid. It's like he sounded like a kid to me.
He was like, "He no tag."
I don't like this or something like he said.
Right, he did say that. He was like,
"I don't like this," and then he just went towards the ramp, and I died laughing. I was just like, "Whoa!" It's like he reported to mom or something. Like that's what it felt like. You ever you had like your little brother or something tell on you?
Right.
That's what it felt like. I don't like what he doing.
No tag me.
He was mad. He was very mad. But they went back, won that match. Yeah, and by the way, the War Raiders only lost to like 3 people. And they beat them like it was nothing on their first try. We just had a whole storyline about how the tag champions couldn't beat the War Raiders at all, and they beat them easy. Ain't that something? That's crazy. Where's the continuity?
So these tag titles are gone, huh?
Tag titles, they might be, but they also are a joke. Because watch what's going to happen. Even if let Andrade and Angel win, they're going to win them and then they're going to split up.
That's exactly what it is.
Then they're going to lose them.
It's just a prop.
Exactly. It's just a prop at this point. But okay, enough of our hating WWE tag teams. What's next?
Last but not least,
before
Seth Rollins is still creepy.
God. He said God. He said it hard. You guys worship Ray like a god.
Umberto with the dimples. Oh my god, loved it.
Umberto was actually trying to show some. He was trying to show some fire. He was mad. No. No. You the coward. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, Andrade. No, I don't want to be Jerry Lawler. I feel like Lawler for just because. Oh, why did you say Andrade, Monty?
Because we were just talking about
Andrade, Monty. That's why.
And all three of those. Well, Alistair said some things. I'm not going to include him in that.
Oh, that was cool. Alistair was like, "Hey, I'm a man who know evil when I see it." Hey, you don't say nothing. You don't say nothing like that, bro. Like Alistair's not normal.
No, he not.
And then you guys a leader who is hilarious in her own right. And you like if you know personally where they are, and you see how different their characters are on television, it is hilarious. It's beautiful to me. But anyway, hold on before you do that. It was a lot of forgiving going on in that segment. I don't know why Rey Mysterio asked Dominic for forgiveness. What did you do wrong to Dominic?
He failed him. He almost lost his eye.
I got you. But anyway, I like the character work here. I just got one thing to say about this whole story. It's been going on for a while, man. Like Money in the Bank. Like, we took our whole break. And it was just beginning because our last show before we took a break was when I literally quoted Rey Mysterio in the title when he called Seth Rollins' dick.
Yeah, he did.
So when he said that, he said it right on Raw. So that's why I just said I can get away with it on my podcast. So I just went and said it too, like he did. Anyway, he did it live television.
We don't get monetized anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, come on.
It's cool.
We're fine. Who cares? But anyway, again. It's been going on a long time, so hopefully whatever they do at Extreme Rules can wrap whatever we have going on here up. And I don't have a problem with it. It's been great character work. Like you said, Aleister Black and Umberto, they've been doing a good job kind of standing in for Ray while he has been off and not really wrestling in this feud. I don't know if Ray and Dominic are going to get like a tag match with him and Buddy and Seth. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but whatever it is, I can't wait to see where it ends, and it's been going on a while. So just keep an eye on it. Do we have any rumors?
Yeah. Gossip Corner. Before I do that, I wanted to say something, and I just lost my train of thought. What you doing there? Anyway,
Oh, so it wasn't rumor corner time.
It wasn't. I was gonna play Prince Mysterio.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I know I played the sound already. Oh, you just don't want to mess up the word.
Príncipe.
Okay, that whatever that is how.
Príncipe.
That's how that is what we're naming Rey Mysterio's son Dominic. We do not. I don't like the way Tom Phillips was saying Dominic Mysterio. No, Rey Mysterio names translate to Mystery King. So we are naming him Mystery Prince.
Yes.
That's how it works. I like it better. Príncipe Mysterio is a dope name. All he needs is a big mask because he got a big head.
He has a huge
I love Dominic,
head.
But your head is way bigger than your father's, brother. So you're going to need a different mask.
Hit my button. Gossip Corner. A little ASMR for y'all. Okay. So, allegedly, Tessa Blanchard is more than likely going to be landing in WWE. According to TalkSport's Alex McCarthy, because AEW said they don't want nothing to do with her. Yeah,
it's pretty much the same policy with the Linda Hogan stuff with Tessa.
Yes,
I like that.
Fair.
I'm not surprised. Anybody? I'm not surprised.
I ain't supporting her.
I'm not surprised. That ain't gonna change nothing for me. All I know is she could be the biggest babyface in the world. She could be the biggest heel in the world. I'm gonna be booing her. Or and depending on the situation, I'm like I said, I'm not worried about it. I'm not mad. I'm gonna be honest with you. I already know. Only thing that she did when she did whatever she's done and all that type of stuff and the things that we know, because we got plenty of people who have, corroborated the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All they doing is just making it easier for me to know who to cheer for. I'm cheering with Charlotte because I know this what you're trying to set up. Tessa and Charlotte. Everybody knows it's the match. It's the easiest match you can ever make in your life. They got the 4 horsemen ties, all that.
But I don't want her to get there and then they step on the heads of everybody that was there before her and like put her on this pedestal when she don't deserve to be up there. Like talent wise, she's very talented.
I was about to say wrestling wise, she deserves. I give her that,
but I don't want her to be automatically like in that top spot
as a person.
As soon as she walk in,
as a person, I'm not sure what she deserves.
That's all I'm saying. I want her to have to go through NXT like everybody else.
That's fair, but I don't know. I feel like with her name and I know they don't care that she was just a TNA World Champion, but they definitely gonna use that. I just wouldn't be surprised, especially in these pandemic times. Now, the thing is though, she wouldn't come from Mexico for Impact tapings. I don't think she'll be here in the pandemic, so we'll be waiting. Probably be a while before you see her.
That's fair.
She do show up. I don't know. Maybe she will jump and go for the WWE money. Who knows? I don't know, but it is what it is. I really don't feel no ways about it. I'm not surprised. This is WWE we talking about. As a matter of fact, every wrestler I can think of who have said something racist publicly that I know of have been employed by one company. So, am I really surprised by this information?
No,
not really. And not inherently racist to defend the people who go. No, I ain't not defending that. It was racist. I don't care what Jackson Riker's comments and the timing of it was racist. I don't care what you say. The timing of it was very racist. I was not in the right headspace to be hearing you praise somebody who ain't doing. Anyway, I'm getting off.
Yeah,
let's go.
Let's not get into
to the next rumor because that'll extend this 30-minute podcast.
On a positive note, folks, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson have signed a deal with Impact.
Yeah.
They will be at Slammiversary, which is sometime in July, right?
End of July, something like that. I don't keep up.
We don't care.
Impact too much,
but
unfortunately.
What we do care about is they will also be able to work in New Japan.
Of course, Impact. That's get a big one. That's even louder. I'm happy about that. Impact has always had a great relationship with New Japan. I ain't gonna say great. You're right, decent, or at least
working.
What I'm saying is they don't mind their talent going there.
Fair.
They never mind. That's even when they weren't making money at all in TNA, AJ Styles was going into Japan his last year when he was still in TNA. He was still over in Japan a couple times. So, TNA has always been cool about that.
Also, on an episode of Talk is Jericho, a podcast.
Or Impact. Sorry. I was saying TNA. Go ahead. Didn't mean to cut you off.
On an episode of Talk is Jericho, a podcast by Chris Jericho, he claimed that the Young Bucks originally wanted Marty Scurll to be the leader of the Dark Order. He is a villain.
I wouldn't be opposed. It would have been nice for him to have like they would have had a lot of stories with that, like, because we know him as a part of the Elite, so he leads that thing, and I wouldn't be opposed to it. As a matter of fact, if Marty wanted to come to AEW, I wouldn't be opposed to him getting like a role in there, like starting off with the Elite maybe, and then like turning on him and joining Brody. Mm-hmm. Like, I see it. It fits his character tonight. His music, he's already kind of like a dark villain theme. So yeah, he wrestles like he works best as a heel anyway. He's great. So I don't have a problem. I wouldn't have a problem with that. It would have worked. It would have actually, as a matter of fact, it probably would have worked better than what people are trying to review so far what they like about Brody's character. It would have been different.
It definitely
would have been totally different than Brody's character.
It would have, because I think Brody's character is kind of like, and I don't want to say it to be offensive, it's like a villain enterprise because he runs it like a business, but he's still a cult leader, so you got to throw the cult stuff in there too.
Yeah.
So it's an odd but interesting and entertaining mix, and we'll talk more about Brody Lee on Thursday because today is not his day. But yeah, those are the rumors. It's been a dry week, rumor wise. Ain't much to speculate after last week's.
Last few weeks been tough in the wrestling community as far as what's been going on. So. It's probably a good thing that it's been quiet. But anyway, that was the
Gossip Corner.
All right, guys. It's been fun. Like I said, hit up the Twitter. Mind Monty Pod. It's really that simple. Mind Monty Pod at Mind Monty Pod. Hit me up. Let me know. Give me a follow. Whatever it is. Recommend it. Retweet. Do everything you can. Help a brother out. I'm just trying to entertain. I'm definitely gonna be posting more everywhere. And thanks for supporting. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thanks for listening. If you make it to this make it this far ahead in the pod to my outro, I love you already. First time, I don't care. Last time, thanks for listening. That's really how I feel. So I appreciate it, every single one of you. What you got to say?
Okay, so I have to do my spiel because I haven't done it in a while. You can find Raw on USA Network. Check your local listings. SmackDown is on Fox. Check your local listings. NXT is on USA Network. And AEW is on TNT. Check your local listings. New Japan has its own streaming service. Go to
NewJapanWorld.com.
NewJapanWorld.com. $9.99 or 999 yen, or roughly about $9.50 a month. At the end of the month, get involved. Like, it's definitely a great pastime or hobby or entertainment, whatever you want to call it, to have. It's something that we both thoroughly love. And if it wasn't for our love of that, we wouldn't have this podcast, because we know y'all definitely want to hear. Y'all want to hear what we got to say about it. Y'all want to hear about what normal folk got to say about wrestling.
Normal folk. Oh, my God.
Folk is my word.
You're going to listen to this back, and you just going to hate this because you sound so country.
Oh, my God.
So country. Not that's a bad thing to my country people.
Just cut it out. Just sniff it out.
I'm keeping it in. You need to hear that. You need to hear it.
I'm not listening. Anyway, that's all I had to say. Wash your hands. Wear your face mask. Wear your face mask. Wear your face mask.
Please wear your
wherever
mask.
You go.
Wear your mask, people.
If you're going to walk to the mailbox, wear your face mask.
Please. And I want to say that all that local listings and all that type of stuff, that is primarily for, of course, a lot. I got a couple of them who listen just to listen. They said they don't even know what I be talking about, and that's fine. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, watch the show a couple times, and then watch the show, and then listen to what we said about it, and then just it'll make more sense that way. Now I don't want to make it sound like I'm talking to you like you don't understand, but thank you anyway for listening. Because you don't understand that I just appreciate y'all know I do a lot of this stuff, on my own whim. Me and Tessa talk, we consultate. How you like that?
Now who sounds country?
We consultate. We get together, we discuss things.
We consult.
We consultate. I just want to say it. Leave me alone. Anyway, I turned 30-minute podcast into a 40-minute one. Bye. That's bad. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is supposed to be how our outro music sound to you?
I took my